So let's continue with the user administration part. So here, suppose you have a already existing user, let's say user one, and let's check a user one tail. So let me do a grep and user one in /etc password file. So you will see here home directory is here and bash shell, but you are unhappy with the bash shell, or if you want to do anything here, if you want to give a comment or something, if you want to change, just arguments is same that we have learned here. So we here we have address like -d home directory, user id, group id, shell we have given, comment -c we have used. So same things we will use here also. But now if you're creating a new, here we are creating a new, but here I'm doing a user modification, I'm doing a changing now. Okay, so I want to give a comment here for test. Okay, I have given here for test. And if you think you want to change a shell, what shell must be exist, but let me give a comment only, because shell we don't have. And if you want to change id also, let's say -ghr, I will change it here, two things, and let me make a user one here. Okay, so but here you need to use a user modification, because you are running this command already exist users. Okay, now it's a change here. Let's check user one, and now you can see the difference here with this id also. Now you can see hr came here, earlier it was user one and now hr came here. And let's check, let's run this command again, see the changing are there or not. Now you can see for test came here, and you can see the hr came here. Okay, and earlier it was 1000, now it is a 1001. So you can do a user modification like that. These arguments help you to in user modification, especially mostly. So now let's discuss about a shell here. So now you can see the shells here. So sometime, suppose if you are creating your FTP user, or mostly in FTP, you need to give no login shell, no login shell. So we are using a user add, you are adding a new user, let's say, and you want to give a shell. This is a mostly happen. So you can give it a bin no login. So why we are giving a no login? Let's say I'm giving a user 100. So I want to add this user for a SFTP case, SFTP case. So in SFTP case, I don't want to give the console. I just want to, they can use SFTP, but they can't take a console. This is a console, this is a shell, they can't take it. That was the reason we are using a no login shell. And these are the different shell: bash shell, con shell, c shell. Okay, so mostly bash shell is using in a Linux server, con shell I have seen a mostly in AX, and c shell mostly I have seen in Solaris operating system. Okay, so that is the things here. And you will see some system user having a no shell. So let me show you here, and grab, and you can grab here no login. So you will get a list of no login. Now how many users? See, TCP dump sh. So one more thing here, when you are installing a new package or a new service, it comes with user id also. So ssd is using for your LDAP. ss sshd you have seen here, it is also a user. Okay, now it's a user id also. If I deleted this user id, so what happened? You can't log in. Once you can't, your ss service will not work properly. Once you restarted it, it will not work. Okay, so what happened, what will be the issue, you will what will be the challenge you will face? You can't log in your system if you deleted it. Here even you can delete these things also. So you can see where empty sshd, it must be there. So these type of issue we are facing when at the time of login. So it is as per interview perspective, I'm just covering it. And once I will come on this part, I will cover more also when I will come on the SH and SFTP lectures, and we will learn how to do passwordless authentication. Okay, so that is a one of my one of the reason. Okay, so here you will see no login shell. Everyone having a no login shell means this user exists, but no login shell. If you have given a no login shell, you can't log in. Okay, just you can use a SFTP server or FTP services. We will learn coming lectures how we can set up a FTP services. Now let's discuss about a primary and secondary group. The primary and secondary group, if I say as a power, there is no difference. And let me create a one more group. How can I add a group? I'm using a group add command and group name. So let's say I want to add a group name. One is a IT. Okay, IT is already, just let me see, is there, which is just groups are there. So I need to create or not. Group and okay, HR I'll already have, and IT I have here. So let me choose a two user here. Let me take a user one. User one is having a HR and ID. Let me take a user 8. Okay, so user 8 having a HR and IT, both are having a different groups, and now we will understand now. And let me make a one user also sorry, group. Let me make a one more group. I make a group add. Let me make a one group account. Okay, so now here so here I have added a one user add account, and I'm creating a one user here. I'm creating a one directory here, cd/temp, and let me create a one directory, make directory, and dir 100 directory. Okay, and ls-ld, if you see dir 100, who is a group here. Okay, so if I want to change a group of a directory, I need to use a change group. Okay, change group. If I want to change a group here for this permission here, it is a root. I want to change as a group account. Okay, let's say account. Okay, account for this directory. Okay, now account, and let's see here permissions here. Now I can see account is a group here, and chmod, and I will give the full permission for a account group members. Okay, and dir 100. Okay, so now you can see we have set up here root having a full access and group having a account having a full access. Let me go inside this directory and let me put some data. So I will copy some password file here, and uh, let me copy it here. Now you can see this data I have pasted here. Let me move this password. So I will make a new underscore test. I can give it a different name. Okay, so L here. Okay. Okay, so now you have a account, you have a this directory dir 100, and now what you want? You want your user rate will go and read it. Okay, so let's say user, it will read it or not. Let me switch as a user rate cd/temp, and user 8 is the other here. Okay, user 8 is other here, ld/dir. Okay, so let me come out from this directory first. Okay, so ls-ld dir. Okay, so here you can, I'm a other here. So now ls-lrt. So here let me try to switch as a dir 10. I'm not able to do here, permission denied. That's correct. All right, I'm a other. Now what you want, you see here user 8. So here primary, it's not a part of a account group. I want to make a part of group, but I don't want to change a primary group. What is the difference between primary and secondary? Let's say right now I'm a primary here, and I want to create some directory here. I'm creating some file here, file F1, and you can see ls-lrt. You can see who is here. Here it will represent IT. IT is a primary. Okay. Now I want to add a secondary. So how I will do? I will do a user modification caps G. I will make an account. Account is a group. Let me make a account group, and for F1, sorry, a DI account for your user, which is a user 8. So here I can't run. I need to use it. I need here a root access. Okay, so here I can't run here. Let me run it here. User. Now I'm adding here. See, I have added here. Okay. So here you have seen it. What it will comes here. It will came here. Okay. So once it's added, now it's added here. Now let's check the ID here. I'm a here ID. Now you can see here. Let's say ID user 8. Okay, now I can see account came here. Let me create a file again. Touch file 2. Permission denied for me. Can't touch. I'm here, and let me here, and right now I'm a home directory. Let me create a F1 here, ls-lrt. So here now you can see IT is there. Okay, this is a primary. It will show the primary, and let me go cd temp here, ls-lrt. And now earlier I tried to switch this directory. Let me try this again. Now it's giving me a permission denied, and this is I'm a part of this one. Let me exit from here, and let me try to log in again. cd/temp and ls-lrt, and let me check the umask first. Is there anything? No. Okay, now let me try to switch here, dir10. Now you can see there is some issue. I'll log out and log in again. Okay, now you can see I am able to switch here. Earlier I was not able to switch here when it was not. Now I'm a part of this account group. I have a full power. It means I can create any directory here. It's right, touch and file 4 here. Now I can see what you can see. I'm creating here a file 4, but who is member? ITs came here, IT. Okay, but if you think account should be came here, so you need to make a primary account, then account will come here. Either it will not come. That is the difference between primary and secondary here. Okay, so let me exit from here, and let me switch as a user 1. Okay, so user 1 went here stamp, and it's not a part of this here. Okay, so it's also trying to switch a directory dir10. So it is say permission denied here. Okay, so let me log out and let me add user 1 also the part of this account group, and let me make it. And it will adding these here in a it will add this entries in a /etc/password file. Let me show password file. Now you can see sorry, in a group file. Okay, when you are adding a secondary user will comes as like here. Now user 1 is added. Let me switch as a user 1. Okay, now let me check here cd/temp and ls-lrt. Now let me try to dir home. Now lrt here. Now here let me try to create a touch and the file let's say 7 ls-lrt. So now you can see it is able to create here, but account never came here. But what you want right now, you want account here. Now what you need to do here, now you want account as a primary, then make a G. Okay, small g. So now here, before I'm not here, before here we can check here user 1. Okay, HR is showing, an account is showing here, and let me exit because I'm doing a modification. Let me exit. It will not apply. Let me do a changing now. So now let me make a primary. There is no compromise with the powers. Only the compromise here when you make a list ls-lrt, then you will see the changing. Now, let's say user one now. Okay, now ID and user one. Now you can see account came in a pictures here. Account here, HR removed. Okay, account came in a pictures. Now su hyphen user one again, and let me go cd slash temp and ls-lr. Let me create a now file. Let me do a cd dir here, ls-lrt. Let me create a touch. And earlier we have created, now you will see it is the same. And now create me a new underscore f, new file, ls-lrt. Now I can see account came in a pictures. So that is the difference between your primary group and secondary group. As per if I'm talking about a power, there is no compromise, only the difference between primary and secondary. Here you will see only primary. Secondary, if you want to see, you need to use a id command, then you can see, or either you need to, you mean like a tail or slash etc, where you can find out in a group file where it will added like your hr, like in our cases here having an account, a double c OUNT account, and here you will see some ID is there, that is a 1004, and here after that you will get a your user here like a user one, for example, user 10. You will get a list like that. Okay, here let me show you here again, secondary group here, tail slash etc and group. Now you can see the list here. Now these are the secondary users. Okay, primary will comes as like, and if someone you having a user secondary, so it will added as like.